guys, for your recipe, first of all, you're gonna need thin sliced chicken breast. They seem to work best. So I always do organic. I actually got this at Stater Brothers, and it's boneless, skinless, thin sliced chicken breast. Best way to do it's already trimmed up for you. Secondly, you're going to need 80 grams of corn flakes. Now I got these at Trader Joe's. These are the organic corn flakes. These seem to work great. I measured them out in a bowl. Now you can do this two different ways. I actually usually do this with honey, but I'm gonna try it a little different. We're gonna use some sugar-free maple syrup as our binder. You're also going to need some Himalayan sea salt, some garlic, black pepper, and then some coconut oil. And I like the coconut oil because it adds just a little bit of a different flavor profile when you coat it. And so basically this is all you're going to need. I also use one of these racks. You could do this in the air fryer if you want to, but let's go ahead and show you what the next step is. Get your chicken breasts, run them under lukewarm water to make sure they are really soft and basically a little bit, not warm, but at least at room temperature. You could let it sit out for a while too. And then the key is I use this tenderizing hammer. You don't have to use this. You could use basically anything that crushes, but the best thing to do is I don't actually pound. I just grab it like this, and then I just crush. Now this is a very important step, I feel like, with any time you do chicken in general, because this actually tenderizes the meat, and you'll be really surprised if you cook your meat this way and tenderize it first, how much juicier it stays, and it cooks a lot more evenly, so you don't have a dry piece on the end with a moist piece in the middle. So basically crush this down, and then I'll show you step one. It to be like about like that, really crush down and break up that connective tissue. That way you will be amazed and happily amazed with how good this is going to cook now. What you're going to do now is cut this up with a knife into small bites, or you can actually shred it with your hands, whichever one you would. What you do is shred your chicken up into bites about that size, and it just cooks a lot better, makes it a little more fun to eat. Now I took the 80 grams of corn flakes and crushed them up, not completely into a powder, but into fine flakes. We're gonna go ahead and add about a quarter cup of this sugar-free maple syrup and about a tablespoon of coconut oil to this, as well as a little bit of salt, pepper, and pepper. Find your chicken in the corn flakes, guys. Make sure each piece is coated. Put it on the rack, and it's going in the oven for 20 minutes at 350. Guys, this, depending on your oven or if you're doing it in the air fryer, this took me 30 minutes at 350 degrees to get it nice and brown. As you can see, it gets extra crispy. You really want it to be crispy, and you don't want to dry out your chicken, so I wouldn't go any higher than 350 degrees. When I did it in the air fryer, I did it at 315, but it only took me 20 minutes. So this took me 30 minutes at 350. We're gonna let it cool, and then we're gonna plate this. Here you go, guys. There is your coconut baked crusted chicken. This is awesome. Definitely the maple syrup or honey comes through, but the coconut really adds a nice touch to it. Try this out. You're gonna love this. It's crispy, crunchy, and delicious. You could also do this a savory way if you wanted to, and not add that. Just basically make it more of a salt pepper kind of